Hello. Now, James Heappey is one of the newish members of the Conservative cabinet, of the government cabinet. He's the defence minister. And he says that we should show cool heads, we should support Boris. He knows, of course, that now is not the time to be having a leadership contest. Why is now not the time? Because there are people who are assembled who are sort of the possible successors, and they're all wrong. They're all their names bandied about, and they'd be as lame as Boris in a couple of months. I think leading them is Rishi Sunak. Rishi Sunak, the man who built a pond, the man who built a swimming pool, at the same very expensive swimming pool at the same time as removing what little money was available to the poorest in our society. Dominic Raab is a joke. He's all about sunning himself in Crete rather than running the country. Priti Patel is a known bully. You can think of the story with Alex Allen, who concluded decisively that she had bullied staff in her office, even if the Prime Minister, even if Boris decided to keep her in place in the Home Office. I remember particularly Philip Rottenham standing outside his home, resigning as permanent secretary in the Home Office, one of the highest level civil servants ever to resign in public, and he accused her of lying. He talked about a vicious and orchestrated briefing campaign. He talked about shouting and swearing, belittling people, making unreasonable demands, and of having a personal behaviour that created fear. And yet, we know, or at least we know from reports, that her husband seems to be rather proud of that. He actually calls her his personal piranha. So the idea that Priti Patel breeds fear is something presumably she's very proud of. I would not be proud to have a Prime Minister in office who terrifies me. I think I would prefer to have a Prime Minister in office who is a lame duck rather than a Prime Minister in office who just wants to breed fear. A person who wants to breed fear, surely there's a word for that. Surely that's tyrant. Surely that's the beginnings of tyranny. I find the thought that even the possibility of Priti Patel continuing in her present office, let alone aspiring to greater office, I find that thought terrifying. But if anybody is a great fan of Priti Patel, please do write below and let me know what you think and why I should change my mind. On the other hand, if you agree with me, please supply more detail. I'd be fascinated to know, and I'm sure we would all benefit from knowing more about Priti Patel. That is a lady, I think, in office who should not be given further office. I think she should come to the end of her line. And, she sets a very bad example.